Better than that. Okay, anyone else want to address the board? Okay, approval of minutes. Regular meeting, April 28, 2015.
Second.
Discussion.
Yeah, there's a discussion that is absent. We had a discussion regarding anonymous letters to the board. It's not in here.
Yes, you're right, we did have that.
Do you want to put something in there and bring it to the next meeting?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that, so we'll take it.
Okay.
Do you need a motion?
Motion to table.
Second.
Discussion. Favor? Aye. Opposed? Passes 7-0. Correspondence and communications.
Yes, two items. First, May 4th through 8th is Teachers Appreciation Week. So on behalf of the Board of Education, we'd like to convey our gratitude for all the teaching staff and all the fine work that you do that continue to allow us to be a leading school district in the state and nation. Also, this week, National School Nurses Day is on Wednesday, May 6th. So again, we'd like to convey to all the nurses in our district our gratitude for everything that you do with all of our students, from running noses to some of the higher end kind of emergency situations that take place, and you're there every day for our students. So again, on behalf of the district, we'd like to convey our congratulations and representation for both of your fine accomplishments and days. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Board committee reports, new business. No, there are no board committee reports. No.
That's a first.
Okay. 7, new business. A, personnel. 1, resignation.
It is recommended that the resignation of Kathy Clark from the position of JV softball coach be accepted, effective April 29, 2015.
Move. Second.
She moved, right? Is that right?
Oh, she's going into the military.
She's in the armed services.
Oh.
Military, let's call it.
Discussion.
I'll say she's very good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 7-0. 2, appoint A, summer school driver education teachers.
It is recommended that the following driver education teachers be appointed for the summer 2015 session: Thomas Sneezick, Paul Bisaccia, and Robert Healy.
Move. Second.
Discussion. They're great individuals. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 7-0. B, coach.
It is recommended that Megan Alsheimer be appointed to the position of JV softball coach for the 2015 spring sports season, effective April 29, 2015.
Second.
Discussion.
Was she helping Kathy before, or no, she's the assistant? She was the assistant.
I've been saying no. I'm going to abstain just because my daughter is on the team. I feel like I shouldn't hold the coach of the team my daughter's on.
Okay. All in favor?
No, she's really good.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 6-0-1. C, election workers.
It is recommended that the following people be appointed as chairperson, clerks, inspectors for the May 19, 2015 annual budget vote. It is also recommended that the authorization be granted to the district clerk to amend the following list as necessary. Chairperson, Ellie Jones. Clerks, inspectors, Nancy Bayless, Dolores Cahill, Anthony Carlo, Sylvia Carlo, Barb Cooper, Lynette Cunningham, Marty Dwyer, Jane Grant, Bob Jones, Anthony Pellegrino, Francis Pellegrino, Ray Rosenfeld, Steve Rosenfeld, Carol Solon, and Barbara Zogby.
Move.
Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? passes 7-0. 3, leave of absence.
It is recommended that Katrina Griffith's request for a voluntary layoff under the terms of Article 10, Section C8 of the New Hartford Teachers Agreement for the 6th consecutive year period of July 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2021 be approved.
Moved.
Second.
Discussion.
So Alan, what does that mean? She does not have any kind of bid rights or what, how does that work?
No, she could, after that 6 years, or within that 6 years, she could come back.
Within the 6 years?
Yes, and she would go on the bottom of that the bid list, so there has to be an open position for her to be able to return.
So that's different than like maternity leave.
Yes,
where
right,
it's-
within the 2-year period, correct.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 7-0. B, building condition survey.
It is recommended that the Board of Education authorize the appointment of March Associates Architects and Planners to complete a building condition survey and 5-year plan for the district.
Move. Second.
Discussion.
I have a couple of questions, because it was unclear. So do we do this every year, or this is
Every
new?
5 years.
Every 5 years. Mandated by the state.
Correct.
Okay. It was unclear how we got to the choice of March Associates, like you didn't go through a bidding, or they submitted proposals?
We participated with the Oneida BOCES as a group, a consortium. We were one of the school districts who participated. They bidded out or sent an RFP out on our behalf, on all of the schools' behalf, and determined that they would have a selection criteria. Each school district would select from the slate of candidates or slate of contracts that were submitted to BOCES.
Right, so how do we, yeah, so I saw that, it was like, well, everybody can decide on their own.
Right, so we selected March Associates based on numerous meetings that we had for BG&T to discuss having them as our architect. So the building condition survey is the first part in planning of a capital project. It's the 5-year plan. So, and it's fully aidable for building aid. So it just made sense to us for future planning to appoint March Associates, as that would be the next agenda item, the recommended architect. So they would have the opportunity to go into all of our buildings. The building condition survey, they have to go in all of our buildings and do a thorough inspection, whether we have a capital project or we don't. So it just made sense to hire them.
What happened to Tetra Tech?
Good question.
Because didn't we hire them 2-3 years ago?
They did not, their contract expired and did not meet all the requirements of our contract.
Kind of disadvantage on it. It
Flight
didn't have-
attendants.
Yeah, the main guy.
The main
Right.
guy left, right, and that was one of the main, if you remember,
Also,
very
it's now with March.
meeting criteria.
And Mary, March also has familiarity with our buildings
Correct.
too, from the previous project.
No, they have come in through the RFP, yes,
Yes.
through the RFP process, correct.
So it was like a king.
King was before, yeah.
So, and I think you answered it, so those bids come in less than the state aid, so it's full funded. Thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 7-0. C, architect.
It is recommended that the resolution appointing March Associates Architects and Planners as the school district's resident architect be approved as submitted.
Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 7-0. D, committee on preschool special education.
The recommendations from the Committee on Preschool Special Education meetings of April 17th, 2015 are presented for approval.
Moved. Second.
Discussion.
Yeah, guys, yeah, you know, along with Beth's thought here, you know, my son is, you know, within these programs, and it's very difficult for me to ascertain whether or not I'm voting on something that, because there's no names associated with it, there's something that involves him. How does the board want me to proceed with that? You want me to abstain from all these votes?
I don't think it's a conflict.
This one's preschool.
This is preschool.
Oh, preschool,
Well,
okay,
it
sorry.
would coincide with your meeting, and you'd see his date of birth and his gender.
He's gonna abstain.
Okay.
We should review what's appropriate. I don't think we need to spend money on a legal opinion.
There are reasons for such. These are fine.
I don't have a problem, I don't think it's a conflict of interest to vote in favor of it.
Well, I was concerned, like, I mean,
Because we don't
I
even
don't
know
think
what
that I
the
ever
plan
was,
is.
but if there was
Right.
like an appeal or anything, I thought we had a discussion not related to me or Ed at all, but, or our kids, just to be clear. If there was an appeal that came to the board from special, so if at any point I disagreed with a plan or an aspect, like, I wouldn't wanna say, oh, well, I voted in favor of it, and then I came back and I said, hey, you know what, I don't, so I feel like, not that I think that would ever happen, but I don't know, I don't feel right voting on services for my child. It just seems,
I mean, when I was my first year on the board, I met with Ashraf, because I was completely confused by these. I'm like, you're asking me to say yes or no on something. I have no idea if this child born on this date, if this is appropriate for these
Well, I
services.
think that's when this discussion that I was just referring to came up.
And so
We were
he
talking
said to
about
me, he goes,
appeal.
really, your approval is a safety valve, so if they feel like something got out of whack, they would tell us, say, don't approve it, so we can rinse and repeat and get it through the system again, instead of approving something that isn't approved. I mean,
But we're also the appellate body for that. Like, so if they come, if a parent said to us, because we're not just approving services, we're also approving denial of services within this. So included in this is a denial. So if a parent came back to us and said, I feel that by Ashraf and the CSE committee, and my child shouldn't have been denied services, we would be the appellate body.
Right.
So I feel like if for any reason I ever had an issue, and I've never had a problem, let me just say that also, it would be hard for me to say, I think this is totally wrong, my daughter needs a different set of services, and then I also voted in favor of my daughter's services.
Yeah.
So which is why I abstained from it.
Yeah, and this is preschool, sorry guys, I didn't recognize that, so that's not gonna be a problem for me, but I'm with Beth on this, you know, I feel like if there is a grievance, you know, somebody denied services and I had voted for my son to receive services, that just doesn't, I don't know if it passes the smell test or not, you know, so today it doesn't make any difference, but it's a question.
I don't have a lot of energy one way or the other on that.
Okay.
Whatever the board feels comfortable with, but I don't really think it's
Well, it's certainly not a statement about CSE or anything.
No,
it's
no,
just that
no,
you feel
yeah.
comfortable with it.
No, I appreciate you guys being aware and raising it, so. Do we want Bob to look into what's appropriate to abstain, or, I mean, because,
No,
I
I
don't
just
think
think,
he's-
no,
I don't think
no,
we need to.
no.
all right. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, passes 7-0. E, treasurer's report.
It is recommended that the March 31, 2015 treasurer's report be accepted.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor? Opposed, abstained, passes 7-0. F, budget transfers.
It is recommended that the budget transfers effective March 31, 2015 be approved.
Moved. Second.
Discussion.
Yeah, what was, it was helmets and radios for athletics, that was the $5,500?
Yeah, I think that's what put us over, right? And some updates on the AEDs, the pads needed to be
Okay.
updated.
Now, that's under athletics?
Some of them.
Okay. And the radios too?
The radios were for football, we used them for football, and we expanded upon our radios for this year for safety, to increase our safety at games.
Okay.
Not just football, they're used, so,
Okay.
that's what it started with.
Okay.
Mary, I know I'm out of the order, but the last report, just a curiosity sake, like, the outstanding checks, what's the, like, is there a stale date on here where we say, okay, after 6 months, 8 months, we void the check and we issue a new one, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure how this specific report, what the dates are
Yeah.
for these, but yes, we do. Generally, it's a year.
Okay, I just had it. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, passes 7-0. Eight, other business, legislative update, ongoing board strategy. I think we're still kind
Yeah,
of.
we're still working on that fact sheet.
Yes, and I
Okay.
have that, we're gonna, community relations will meet to
Okay.
review that.
Okay.
What we've tried to do is to make certain we've highlighted all of the new information that's come out from the state education department. So I think for right now, it's gonna be a little bit before new information becomes comes out, so we probably better take time to review it.
Okay.
And I'd like to put it on our website after you
Yeah.
all have had an opportunity.
When's our next community relations?
We're going to schedule that,
Okay.
because we didn't have one scheduled, Kim, so we're going to schedule it, and so we can review this
Okay.
fact sheet.
So it's firming up a little bit?
Well, not so
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
but.
Because there's a new piece of legislation
Yeah,
on
but
the
what-
floor now, right?
yeah.
That we just introduced regarding, I think, a variety of things, like the Common Core rollout,
Exactly,
testing.
and I wanted to be able to give you
Yeah.
as up-to-date
Sure.
information as possible on
They're a
that
little
fact
busy
sheet
in the
before
Senate
we
right
put it
now.
on
Yeah.
our website, but I'll
Sure.
share with you what I have, and then you can direct me either way to put it on our website or wait until additional information
Okay.
comes out.
I mean, you wonder too, with the arrest of Skelos, does that make the Republican Senate side more or less likely to be able to get something through clearly? Who knows? Depends on who they appoint.
Okay. Anything else, Bob? Or anyone else?
Yeah, is there an update on the prom night deal, the investigation?
I haven't received any information regarding the parents. Unless I'm with them. I'm sure those are-
I mean, this was, I mean, it was happened on April 18th, is that correct?
That was the day of the prom.
Day of the prom, April 18th? Okay, I mean, there's no numbers, like how many kids were involved and all that good stuff?
I believe we provided some information in prior communication, and I'll double check.
There wasn't any numbers there?
No.
Like how big a deal?
They're still conducting part of it, and we'll talk about it later after.
Okay, well, I'd like to know exactly, I mean, this is obviously something that, I mean, from what, I mean, it's out there in the community, you know, and it's like, I've heard numbers like 47, 50 kids, and this is obviously something that could affect the administration of the school. And so an update on that would be certainly appropriate.
It's being included, and we'll provide as much information on this.
Okay. When did you know about it?
I should be. Yeah, and so, I mean, as soon as Mr. Bannock completes all the investigation, senior high administration, or the senior high doesn't need one. So,
Okay. It's something I think maybe the board should know before the community does. You know, as far as the scope of what's going on, as far as, you know, the ramifications are going on.
Well, the
I mean,
community just-
I'm hearing about it from the community, and I have no idea what's going on.
Do they know the truth? Right.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's-
Yeah.
It's a rumor mill.
Yeah.
It's like the anonymous letter, it's like, put it aside
Right.
until we sit down and
Then
the
we
facts
have
come
the
to us.
actual
and
facts.
then-
Well, obviously, there's
and then you
students
can-
and parents involved.
So they're investigating.
And then if someone from the community approaches you and says this,
It's
you
under
can say,
investigation.
I know the facts. and
So when do we
right or
think,
wrong.
when will the investigation be?
Okay.
So then we'll just have a timeline for this is when it's going to be completed, and so we don't forget about it. Okay. Anything else? Okay.
And we have 3 items for executive session, one pertaining to discuss pending litigation and the employment history of particular persons.
Bob, we have to go into executive session regarding the litigation, when you have to name what the case is.
Pending litigation, potentially with the town department.
Okay. Is there a motion? Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. 7-0. We'll go into executive session, yeah.